WSAZ investigation, police say they believe she was behind one of the most horrific crimes Huntington has ever seen, the prom night quadruple murders in May of 2005. Cherylethia Bunny Holmes, an admitted drug dealer, has never been charged in that case, but she was tried and convicted of ordering the 2004 murder of a woman named Wendy Morgan. Holmes was given a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 15 years. In her very first parole hearing just last month, the West Virginia Parole Board decided to release Holmes. Tonight, we are taking a look back as Bunny Holmes prepares to walk out of prison.
I have never in my whole life caused or put anyone in harm's way.
From the moment she was arrested and all throughout her trial, Cherylethia Bunny Holmes often tearfully maintained her innocence.
Right now, I'm sitting here fighting for my life.
Holmes was charged with being an accessory before the fact to first-degree murder in the death of Wendy Morgan, accused of paying two men to kill Morgan, who was then found shot to death in downtown Huntington in 2004. 4 years later at trial, 11 witnesses took the stand for Cabell County Prosecutor Chris Childs, including the already convicted triggermen in Morgan's murder, Rafael Harris and Cedille Gigi Harper, both punching huge holes in Bunny's not guilty plea.
Did she tell you many times that she wanted her?
Yeah.
Was Gigi always there when that happened, or sometimes yes, sometimes no, or what?
All the time.
Who did most of the talking?
Bunny.
And she told you she wanted her shot?
Yes.
It was enough to earn a conviction and a life sentence. The jury, however, recommended mercy, which meant Holmes would be eligible for parole after 15 years at the Lakin Correctional Facility in Mason County.
It didn't totally surprise me because, again, she was not the trigger man or trigger person, and also the two actual shooters, neither of them got life without mercies.
A sentence that included a chance for parole did not sit well with Wendy's mother, Marcia Morgan. It was also troublesome for family members of the 4 young victims of the 2005 prom night murders in Huntington, another crime police have always believed Bunny Holmes ordered. No one's ever been charged in that quadruple homicide, a tough pill to swallow for so many officers and federal agents who spent countless hours investigating the case and getting to know family members.
This is a calling for most of us and a brotherhood, but we try to give back to our communities. So you get invested in those people's lives and trying to assist them, but it also affects yours.
Fast forward 15 years, March of 2025, Bunny Holmes' very first hearing before the West Virginia Parole Board. We obtained an audio transcript of the hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Would you please state your name for the board, please?
My name is Cherylethia Holmes.
Holmes appeared before the board in Charleston on a video feed from prison, still insisting she did not order the hit and only saying she should have spoken up to prevent Wendy Morgan from being killed.
Was the idea to kill this victim your idea, yes or no?
It was, so it wasn't my idea.
Did you encourage her death?
I probably did. I can't say. We were young and we were talking and we were joking around, so it was like, it wasn't, I could say, I have to say, I was wrong for not speaking up.
Holmes' mother, also attending the hearing from Detroit, Michigan, spoke on her daughter's behalf. No one who opposed her parole was on the call. Holmes made an impassioned plea that she is a different person than the 22-year-old everyone labeled as a drug lord.
I came to prison without even having a GED. And then I got my bachelor's degree. I'm a certified mentor through Catlin Ministries. I work with the chaplain. I'm a chaplain's assistant here, and I'm a peer mentor. And I know if I was granted parole today, that I would definitely re-enter very successful. I have my family, I have my friends, I will have the churches, the pastors out there to help me.
After a 13-minute hearing, the board deliberated for just 3 minutes before returning to deliver the news that would bring tears of joy to Bunny Holmes.
Can you hear me, Miss Holmes? We are going to grant your parole today. Good luck to you, Miss Holmes. I hope you heard everything I told you. If you have any questions, Mr. Leonard should be able to answer those for you. We wish you well, Miss Holmes. Good luck, and hope we don't see you back here again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
And Bunny Holmes is set to be released on April the 9th and is barred from ever coming back to Cabell County, West Virginia specifically. As we mentioned, no one from the victim's family or law enforcement or the courts appeared before the parole board. We have been trying to confirm whether the victim's family, police, the prosecutor's office, and the courts were even notified in advance of that hearing as required by state code. Well, a spokesperson from the state tells us no victim's address was provided in the records. Therefore, the victims were not notified. As for the other agencies, the parole board spokesperson says they have a record of notification letters in their system, but told us we had to formally request copies of those letters. So we did, but we have not yet received them. We also reached out to those agencies to see if they received the parole hearing notification letters themselves. The Cabell County Chief Circuit Judge Chad Lovejoy's office says it is our practice to not comment on matters before the court or previously before the court. The prosecuting attorney's office says a staff member received a fax requesting an address for Wendy Morgan's next of kin, to which we responded that we were unable to locate any family. We did not receive any official notice of hearing. And the Huntington Police Department says parole decisions in West Virginia are made solely by the West Virginia Parole Board. The board considers a range of factors, including institutional behavior, rehabilitation progress, and readiness for reintegration, based on records and information available only to the board and to the Department of Corrections. Now, while prosecutors the sentence, the court, victims, families, law enforcement may have offered perspective, none have access to the full record or role in the decision itself. Huntington Police Department defers entirely to the board regarding any questions about the basis of its decision. We will obviously be following up on this story. We'll be right back.